Hi, my name is David de Kramer. I'm a Provost Chair and Professor in Management and Organizations at NUS Business School. I'm also the founder and director of the Center on AI Technology for Humankind. Today I would like to talk about building trust in the digital era. As you all know, with the digital era on the rise, artificial intelligence has entered our organizations, our business, and our economic systems, in such a way that PwC even predicts that our global economy will be boosted by AI by about $15.7 trillion by 2030. Another consequence that we see is that by 2040 we expect our workforce to be totally unrecognizable. All of this means that we now see AI not simply as an independent source or resource that we will use, but as a co-worker. And that will start today and will continue in the future. Together with my friend and collaborator, Grandmaster Chess Garry Kasparov, I recently wrote an article in Harvard Business Review outlining how such a collaborative model between humans and artificial intelligence will look like. And we refer to it as triple AI, 3 types of AI. Machine intelligence, which is artificial intelligence, humans intelligence, which we refer to as authentic intelligence, and the combination of both will reveal augmented intelligence, a 3rd type of AI. Within this collaborative setting between humans and AI, it's no surprise that we will see an increase of automated tasks.
Deloitte pointed out that companies want to invest in automation, and that by means of automation they expect their workforce capacity to go up by 27%.
Most of these automated tasks will take place in what we call closed systems. So basically, what happens within the company, how are decisions being made, how is it measured? There's no influence from the external environment. And these tasks are usually repetitive and routine tasks. When it comes down to people analytics, using technologies, data to manage our human resources, we'll see that one of these repetitive tasks that is being automated will be performance evaluations. So we will make use of automated performance evaluations where the supervisor is taken out of the loop, meaning your supervisor will not have any influence anymore on how your performance is evaluated. It will become automated. For some people, this may sound a little bit distant. Wow, how can machines, evaluate my performances without direct involvement of my supervisor? We did a quick pilot study among working employees, and we noticed that most of them do expect that organizations will start using automation, especially in managerial tasks, and a large number expected performance evaluations to be automated as well. So it's a reality already happening now, and it will continue to do so in the near future. What we see, however, is that although this automation is taking place, we also see that surveys indicate that most companies using automation, about half of them do not know what the consequences will be on the workplace culture, on how employees will be affected and respond to it. An important response that we want to see from our employees is, of course, that they trust each other, that they trust the organization, and that they trust the intelligence technologies that we will be using. And if we look at recent surveys, then we see there may be a problem. Davenport, for example, outlined that about 42% of US consumers do not trust automated systems, artificial intelligence to deal with their finances in light of customer centricity that many banks use. Also, only 4% of his respondents trust AI to be used in HR practices like recruitment. The reason is, of course, that there's a black box problem. When you use an automated system as a person being under scrutiny by a machine, we don't know what's happening. We don't have any insights in the process, in how the machine works. And the lack of transparency will, of course, lead to less trust. And this has not gone unnoticed by the big tech companies either. For example, one of our collaborators, Microsoft, has noted recently that they will start focusing more not only on responsible AI, but also the trustworthiness of AI. Because it's important that if we want to adopt these technologies, we also need to be able to trust them and create trustworthy workforces. How to promote trust when intelligent technologies are being used is one of the topics of my recent book, Leadership by Algorithm. And the interesting angle that I try to put forward there is that human leaders, because leadership will not be automated, leaders will have to use their soft skills in better ways even to make sure that trust remains within the company when intelligent technologies are being used. So in addition to digital upskilling, in my book I make the case for human upskilling as well, and that soft skills will become even more important to maintain trust in organizations when automation is being used. In 2 experimental studies, we examined the impact of leaders and their soft skills on the trust in a company when automation is used to evaluate performances of employees. We ran 2 studies, one in the West and one in Asia, and we assigned our participants to 2 conditions. We manipulated the soft skills of the supervisor, of the participating employee. We manipulated whether the supervisor listened or did not listen to the employee, and whether the supervisor was recognized to be a humble person or not a humble person. Participants participated in a number of tasks, and these tasks were evaluated in terms of their performance by an algorithm. The supervisor was taken out of the loop. But what was interesting is that we found an interaction effect between the soft skills of the supervisor. So when the supervisor was listening to the employee and was recognized to be humble, we noticed that employees expressed less negative emotions towards the use of an automated performance evaluation system. And because negative emotions were reduced, trust went up. So this provides us with some important insights. Even when humans are taken out of the loop, leadership still matters. Even more so, leadership is crucial in using certain soft skills to make sure that trust remains, even when automated systems are used. Listening and being humble are some of these soft skills. And these are also important skills recognized by tech companies. For example, again, Microsoft, their CEO, Nadella, is recognized as a humble person and emphasizes also the importance of this style to be open-minded. So, the demand for our social and emotional skills will be on the rise. We don't only need digital upskilling, we need our human upskilling as well. And this is no surprise because we expect that the future will bring a feeling economy where most of our salary will be determined not by our hard skills, but by our interpersonal soft skills. For those who want to know more about this human upskilling activity, together with Garry Kasparov, I recently published a piece on a specific instance of human upskilling called ethical upskilling. Because machines are not ethical, people can be ethical, but we have to learn to be better.